runs in this game were pretty extreme.
Yeah, sure. So this early in the year, we'll have probably over 70% of our games will be decided in the last 4 minutes. So, just figuring out, just figuring out how to close games better. Same thing from Santa Clara to today. So, just go back to the drawing board, listen to Shirts, he'll put us in position, and just like I said, just understanding that a lot of our games will come down to the last 4 to 5 minutes of games.
Gibson, you had the 23 points, but also the 7 rebounds, and you were really in the mix for battling for some of those. Is that something you've focused on, trying to up those numbers this year?
Yeah, I mean, I think with our defense, when we switch a lot, I'll be on a lot of bigger guys at some point. So just being more physical, hunting the ball. A lot of times, over the past years, I was just more concerned with making sure my guy didn't get it, and now I have to go get the ball just because our size isn't great, especially against a team like that who's got a lot of bigger guys. But no, just pursuing the ball, being physical. I wouldn't say it's a huge thing. I just I have to do it in order for our team to be at its best. So just going after it.
The game got tight there at the end. What was the feeling out there as they cut it to 6 or so?
Yeah, I mean, they're a good team. I think, that's going to happen. We could have done some things better, but, we stayed poised, I thought. We made some big plays. Kalu had a lot of great offensive rebounds that saved possessions for us. Swope made some huge free throws at the end. But, yeah, I mean, anytime you're playing a team like that, you're not just going to expect them to lay down. We thought, that's kind of what we again, we can do some things better. We can clean some things up. But, we battled and finished it out.
Jay, you were out there a lot with Josiah in the second half, who hadn't seen a lot of minutes in the first 2 games. Just what have you seen in his development? He seemed pretty poised out there with the pressure they were applying.
I mean, I've seen a lot. He knows how to play. He came from Creighton. They had a great team over there. And each and every day in practice, we push each other, we battle. So I wasn't surprised whenever he went in there and he did what he did. He impacted the game a lot for us and helped us push a big lead. But like I said, I already know he can. I already know he can play. I know what he can do. We see it a lot in practice. We compete in practice, so it wasn't a surprise to me.
You guys didn't have a lot of turnovers, but their traps seemed to throw the offensive rhythm off. What were they doing to kind of get you guys out of rhythm?
We knew they were going to trap. They have a hot type of press. They may trap, they may not. It just kind of goes back to just closing out games. I think a lot of my turnovers came over in the end. So just cleaning up the last, like I said, 4 to 5 minutes of the game, just being simple, just reading what the defense gives me, not just overcomplicating it. And I think that put me in a better position in our team.
Isaiah, what did you see early that maybe made you be a little bit more aggressive with the shot? You were getting a lot of shots early. Was there something specific that you saw that put you guys in that rhythm?
They were in a deep drop, and I think a lot of us on our team got a lot of open shots. And sometimes when you're that open, you just got to not worry about it and just knock it down and make it. Like I said, just not overcomplicate and just shoot whenever you're open and shoot for your place on your game for what you work on each and every day.
You took some mid-range jumpers in there, which is not something we see a lot. When do you know it's okay to take one of those?
I don't know. No, I'm playing. Just trying to read what the defense gives me. I'm not 6'7", so sometimes getting down there too deep, it causes a lot of trouble. So just trying to keep the defense honest, and if I'm open, just shooting it.
Gibson, you mentioned that they're switching more. Coach on Thursday talked about the need for the communication on defense to get better. Obviously, you're switching even more than you were 2 weeks ago. I'm guessing both of you guys have to be taking a big responsibility of that communication. Was that something that came out on the court today?
Yeah, I mean, again, I think, you got to communicate offense and defense. You're not going to be a good team if you don't talk. So, it's been a focus for us, especially, when we're in a game, it's loud. You got to talk to each other and, whether they're, however they're setting screens, if they're slipping out of them or they're setting them, just talking so the guy on the ball knows. And, we have a lot of different, schemes that we use. Certain guys don't switch, guys switch. So it's, it's a little complicated, but like you said, the communication is key for us, and it'll only get better as the season goes.
To that point, Isaiah, it seemed like they were. I know you're one of the best on ball screens. They don't switch you a lot, but today, you ended up on a big man a couple times. You guys were switching a little bit more often. Was it taxing for you, or was it just different for you being an assistant today, where you were switching a little bit more often?
I would say no. everybody's usually taller than me, so I usually got to fight down there whenever I'm trying to rebound. So, you know, just like you said, paying attention to the scheme. You know, if I'm down there with a big, you know, just fighting for my life. You know, just making sure he doesn't get it. You know, and then like I said, just if some of my teammates is down there battling, make sure I come down and try to help him out. So, you know, just reading the game overall, and like I said, just paying attention to the scheme.
And speaking of that defense, just how big is it to get Kobe back? Obviously, you know, 6'4" with a 7-foot wingspan. You guys were switching a lot with him. How big is it to get Kobe back?
Yeah, it's great. A big guard like that, long arms, obviously experienced guy. So, you know, he's one of our better on-ball defenders. You know, obviously he's got to get his win back and stuff. He's been out for a little bit, but no, it was huge to have him out there. You know, it's good to see him back. Obviously, we'll get back to it this week, but yeah, it was great to see him out there. He had some great plays for us on the stretch.
Isaiah, is there anything in you that really kind of relishes when you get switched in your guard, like a guy like Porter for a brief moment, giving up 12, 13 inches, and then you get the travel on him?
I try to, anytime I'm guarding somebody, you know, like I said, just pay attention to the scheme, whatever they're good at, just try to take that away. You know, and he's 6'11", so, you know, if he gets to a turnaround fade or, you know, mid-range fade, you know, that'll be kind of tougher to guard. But, you know, just live with a contest, make it hard for him. Just don't let him back me down all the way to the block. Like I said, and just like a competing aspect, just standing my ground, and then relying on my teammates for digs.
Tom,
How big was that run at the end of the first half where you hit a bunch of points to send you guys into the break?
Yeah, that was huge. I was able to somehow get open for a couple shots there at the end. Had some shot fakes, but no, again, it's credit to my guys for finding me. But you know, anytime you can do that right before the half, kind of kill some momentum for them, and kind of swing it back in your direction, it's big time going into half. So I think that was crucial. Yeah.
Was it a pass from Kellen in there that?
I don't know if he passed it. It went through someone's legs. I ended up having it somehow. Yeah, I don't know if he got an assist for that, but yeah, I don't know what happened.
You're surprised when it comes to you there?
A little bit, just because of where the guy was. Like I said, I think it went through his legs, but yeah, it was interesting. Yeah.
Matt?
Coach talked this week about the need to be quicker in your triggers. You guys scored a lot in transition against Avila. In this game, you guys only had 2 fast break points, but getting a lot of scoring in the half court. So just what was the difference? What locked in this week in practice in the half court offense?
Yeah, I think they did a good job, you know, getting back. I think that was an emphasis of them because they know we like to get out in transition. Obviously, they can watch film on us. So didn't have as many opportunities, but, you know, we took advantage of being in the half court, running our sets. And, again, even if you don't score in transition, a lot of times, even if you play fast, you get mismatches, cross matches that you can, you know, utilize and, you know, keep them off balance. So I thought we did a great job of that. But, yeah, I mean, we do what we had to do to win, execute in the half court, and, you know, that's what you want.
All right. Thanks, fellas.
Appreciate it.
Appreciate y'all.